Go ahead and walk into your local grocery store right now. Pick up almost anything off the shelf, and there's a real chance it contains something the FDA never independently tested because the manufacturer decided it was safe enough on their own. This isn't just a loophole, it's a legal betrayal known as the GRAS system. And the darkest part, it allows where companies can add chemicals to your food without even notifying the government. But here is the most single infuriating truth. The same companies that need approval from the FDA, those same companies decide whether your food is safe. They spend millions to lobby and influence the very regulators who are supposed to protect the American people. Today, I'm breaking down the legal corruption that puts profits before public health, the globally banned chemicals in your pantry, and the political money trail that keeps the system running. So, how do we get here? The GRAS system, also known as generally recognized as safe. Let that sink in. Generally recognized as safe.
What the fuck?
Even that acronym is kind of fucked up. Well, the GRAS rule allows manufacturers to self-affirm the safety of new ingredients. The system is fundamentally broken because it's voluntary. Companies can do their own safety assignments using paid experts, introduce a new chemical and not notify the FDA at all, and this is the secret GRAS pathway. According to the GOA report, also known as the Government Accountability Office, an ejected investigation arm of Congress, confirmed that this system does not provide FDA with adequate assurance of safety. The burden is entirely on the public to prove a chemical is harmful, rather than the company to prove it is safe.
The less you know, Eugene, the better.
What's going on around here?
Where's the love?
SpongeBob, what happened to the Krabby Patties?
I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen to me!
$1.75.
Automated cash register? No! Hey, Carl, what have you done with me restaurant? Processed Krabby Patties, computerized registers.
Look around you. Our customers are quite content with the contrived and the mediocre.
That's because they don't know what they're eating. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know what's in that Krabby Patty you're eating?
No.
See that? Without all your smoke and mirrors, no one would stomach this garbage.
What'd he say? Garbage?
Mr. Blandy, Code Red, free thinker.
So basically, if a company releases a new chemical in a food that you enjoy, you're basically a guinea pig, man. They're like, oh yeah, here you go. And this is where the system stops being an accident and becomes a conflict of interest that you see replicated across every corner of Washington, D.C. Think about politics. Major donors give millions to elected officials. They don't do it because of charity. Come on now. They do it to ensure when a critical vote or policy comes up, like a tax break or a deregulation bill, the politician they funded supports their interest. It's a transaction. Like I said in my marriage video, everything is a transaction. Nothing's free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. The relationship between food companies and the FDA is the exact same dynamic, but with the health of your family as the prize. So the FDA is targeted by an army of lobbyists, while pharmaceutical and biotech companies like Pfizer and Merck are the largest spenders. Food giants like Nestle and major industry associates spend millions to shape food safety, labeling, and nutrition standards. So let's get into the numbers. The pharmaceutical and health product industry pours hundreds of millions of dollars annually into lobbying and campaign contributions. Their return on investment is often not in the hundreds of millions, but in the billions. And their goal? Well, the goal is that they are fighting to make cheaper synthetic dyes, cheaper preservatives like BHA and BHT, and the GRAS loophole. They are lobbying to protect profit margins, not public health. It doesn't make sense that a company seeking a license can pay the licensing agency.
What type of shit is that?
It doesn't make any sense.
But that's the system we have. And let's talk about safe dosage versus the precautionary principle. The core difference between the US and Europe is regulatory philosophy. The US FDA allows a safe dosage approach, proving harm after it's in the food. The European Union, also known as EFSA, follows the precautionary principle, requiring proof of safety before it can be sold. How come we don't have that fucking system? You know why? Because niggas like money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money at the end of the day. Companies like a bigger profit margin, so like the American people, we're giving you this fake crap. Anyways, off topic. Let's look at some case examples. Potassium bromate. This is in bread. It's banned in Europe due to, get this, cancer concerns. Let's look at another element. Titanium dioxide. Guess what this is in? This is in your candy and gum. It's banned across the entire European Union in 2022 due to concerns about potential DNA damage. What the fuck? How can gum cause DNA damage?
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Hey bro, watch your jet.
New 5 gum.
stimulate your senses.
Yet still legal in the US under GRAS. The same multinational food giants sell the safer, reformulated products in Europe while giving the American public the cheaper, potentially hazardous version. So they could do it if they want to, but in America, they're like, yeah, y'all get the cheaper shit. We want our bigger profit margins. Our shareholders, we want money. And you know why I'm investing in the stock market? Because I know this shit's not gonna fucking change, so I might as well can make money off of it too. Okay, let's talk about artificial dyes and colors. This is the hyperactivity warning. I know we all love our hot Cheetos, our chips, but let's look at red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. All derived from petroleum. Yeah, you heard that right, petroleum. The University of Southampton study in 2007 found strong links between these dyes and hyperactivity in children. Well, Europe required a mandatory warning label on foods containing these dyes. Their quote says, may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. And in America, companies can avoid this label. They'll put it if they want to, but 99% of the time, they're not gonna put that shit. They're like, why we're gonna risk sales? So they decide your child's behavior and long-term health is less important than selling the cheapest, brightest colors. And don't even get me started on fresh food, because fresh food, that ain't even safe anymore. So let's talk about this processing aids trap. Even your vegetables aren't even safe from the GRAS system through the processing aids loophole. You ever see a shiny ass apple or any other fruit or vegetable? You're like, how the fuck is this so shiny? Well, take a knife to it, scratch it off a little bit, and you see some weird wax coating on it. For example, on apples, which contain petroleum derived synthetics, is deemed GRAS and doesn't require clear labeling. Yeah, they're spraying on this shit on your fruits and vegetables. You want to know why? Because it preserves the shelf life, and we love shiny things. So when we see a shiny fruit or vegetable, we're like, oh, this shit is still good. This whole system is just like a revolving door. The cycle, FDA officials who are responsible for making life or death decisions on drugs and food approvals often leave government services and immediately take highly paid senior positions at the very pharmaceutical and food companies they used to regulate. What type of corruption shit is this? Let's talk about some real world examples. Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Galebi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that shit right, joined the board of directors of Pfizer within 4 months of resigning as commissioner for the FDA. And this creates a deep-seated regulatory capture. If a regulator knows a multi-million-dollar company is waiting for him at the industry lobby, how aggressive do you think they will enforce rules that will cost the company money? Come on, put 2 and 2 together. They regulate with one eye open and one eye closed, and that one eye is on their future employment prospects. So what can you do? The battle against GRAS is kind of gaining momentum. In 2025, Health and Human Services Directive Secretary Kennedy acknowledged that the corruption and directed the FDA to explore rules that will eliminate the secret GRAS self-affirmation pathway. This is a direct shot at the corporate loophole. Will it ban or prevent it? Who knows? But states like California are moving forward with bills to ban specific additives, forcing federal regulators to confront the issue. Will this work? Who knows? Are they just gonna add another preservative we don't know about? Who knows? So what can you do? Start reading your labels and vote, I guess. Like, that's gonna make a fucking difference. And immediately reject any products containing red 40, yellow 5, 6, BHT, or TiO2. And be a minimalist. Prioritize foods with 5 ingredients or less. And I guess you could demand reform. We must demand Congress to make the GRAS notification system mandatory and give the FDA authority to end corporation self-certification forever. Will that happen? Probably fucking not, because they're making money, so they're not gonna stop that money from coming in. So this is probably never gonna happen. The food system is broken. It was built this way, designed to exploit the GRAS loophole, maximize profits, and bet you would never look close enough to see the legal corruption. The only person who could stop this experiment on your body is you.